Now, just to pivot, from our usual sports bulletin, and this to just bring you an update on some of the work that we've been doing here on Morning Live. Now, you'll remember last year and this year as well, as part of our ongoing outreach initiative On the Road with Morning Live, we went around across the country to schools where we donated sports kits to various schools. And the show, along with our partners who've been on this journey with us, Aspen Pharmacare and NPO Uhuru Spectrum, donated, amongst others, sports equipment to Nkuthalo Primary School in Zwide in the Eastern Cape. Now, it was during that campaign that one of the netball coaches actually revealed to me that one of the problems that they have was that children were forced to play sport without a sports bra. And, I brought that back to our executive producer and the SABC News team. And also, they then took this back to Aspen Pharmacare and Uhuru Spectrum to come to the party. And they donated 200 sports bras and a 3-month supply of sanitary towels to the school. And I can't tell you how excited I am about this. And thanks also to Mr. Price Sport for their donation of an additional 50 bras for our young girls to actually use as they go about realizing their sports dreams. But for more on this, we cross now the SABC News reporter Lerato Fekisi, who's standing by with coaches and members of Nkuthalo Primary School. And this is also a school where our current Springbok rugby captain, Siya Kolisi, schooled at. And this handover, once again, part of the Morning Live initiative as Women's Month draws to a close. Lerato, good morning. And I must tell you, I'm so sad that I couldn't be there, but happy that you are there to basically take the good message back to Zwide and do this handover for us. So thank you so much for being there for it. And let me hand it to you.
Absolutely, Sakina. So sad that you can't be here because you were the ears on the ground and heard the cry from Zwide about the need for bras. And sometimes when you look at the disadvantages schools face in terms of sport, you never really think that the one disadvantage would be a bra. Now, speaking to Nwabisa Mahlatla and just saying you have no idea how excited the girls are, Sakina, to know that now they can play netball, their favorite sport, without the concern of not having a bra. But I'm joined this morning, Sakina, by Madeleine Potgieter, who's a volunteer from Sports Revolution and also from Nkuthalo Primary School, which is a school that's going to be one of the beneficiaries, Nwabisa Mahlatla. Madeleine, earlier on we were talking just about the bras, and I'll ask you shortly to take them out for me, but what do you think this means for the young girl at Nkuthalo Primary School to get this lifeline of getting a bra and having support when they play such a sport as netball?
It's absolutely a wonderful opportunity because we need to protect our assets, and from young we need to have bras to play with. You need support, and that's the most important thing ever. And especially for Women's Month, it's the wonderful thing to know. It's such a good, feel-good story, and it's just wonderful to know. And we are thankful for any sponsors that come along, whether it's bras or sanitary pads, especially for women. Women need that, But also the courts they play on grass with no lines, so sometimes we request paint or somebody to come and assist us to do the courts, like we've done with the one high school in Loyiso at the moment. We've done netball courts, but we need more assistance, and any sponsors would be wonderful. A little skirt for them to play in, a little uniform, it just means the world to them. They are super excited.
If you don't mind just taking out the bras so that our viewers can actually see what the SABC in partnership with Aspen Pharmacare has done for these youngies. Beautiful, beautiful. Sakina, I asked my colleague Zama just to zoom in there for you. And what I really like is the support underneath this bras, because obviously when you play netball, you sweat a lot, and support plays a key role in that as well.
Yeah, of course. We need support. I mean, it's wonderful, and we are so thankful because every girl will appreciate it, not just primary school, high school girls. We need the support. It's wonderful.
Nwabisa, you are a coach, right? So you know very much firsthand the dire need that these girls have for bras. What difference you think these bras, I love them so much, it's so nice and colourful. What difference will these bras make to the girls that you see on a daily basis who come from disadvantaged backgrounds where a bra, to many of them, is actually quite a luxury?
Thank you. First, let me thank you, the sponsors that sponsors our girls with these bras. Izakwenza umehluko omninzi omkhulu. Izakwenza into yobana abantwana babe nomdla to go play netball. because kuba buhlungu udlala netball ibele xa lishukuma uva kabuhlungu and ke ngoku kukho ne-breast cancer, so as bras zabanceda kakhulu. Ndingavuya if sinofumana esinye sponsor ke ngoku for ibala. It's difficult to play engcini, it's difficult kakhulu, so it would mean a lot to me and the school and the girls to have a proper field so that bakwazi udlala, including the kit. We don't have a kit. We tell the girls to bring their shorts and vest, then I bring the bibs to put on so that they know who's who.
And the sad part of it is that Elokishini is where actually all the talent lies. I remember in high school, most of the dominant schools in terms of netball came from Elokishini, so there's so much potential to grow netball if the right facilities are provided.
Kakhulu, yo italent ikhona and ke ngoku ngofumana nezi zinto izabangela into yobana babe nomdla omkhulu, noba ikiti khona noba ibala likho uyabona into yobana bayaya ngoku ibala lingekho uyodlala. Imagine ke ngoku if sinofumana a-proper field, singabe nabantwana abaninzi.
And also nabisa inika also nesidima kubantu amantombazana.
Kakhulu iyasinikezela. Udlala akabi comfortable umntana xa edlala uzamane esithi vest yakhe. Yabona with this bras yo i-confidence ingapha.
Yes.
Ingapha i-confidence. Siyabulela kakhulu ngezi sponsors e-bras.
Well, as you heard from South Sakina Nwabisa Mohlahla from Nkuthalo Primary School, speaking about just the restoration of dignity and pride to these young girls who are going to be getting this beautiful sport bra. She says that at times playing has become difficult because they have to try to hold their breasts up as they try to play a sport they love. And also speaking about the immense talent that is found within Zwide Township, many stars coming from that township, but saying that they are in dire need of a kit, they need a proper netball field because they're currently playing grass. But also just saying above all, to take these bras back to Zwide, to see the smiles. I can't imagine how much these kids are going to smile and what a lifeline Aspen Pharmacy has done. Also Mr. Price, and for their role they've played a huge thank you from the SABC for their contribution, and above all making a difference to those that need it the most. Let's go back to you guys in studio, Sakina.
And you know, Lerato, I must just say it really does warm my heart, because it is exactly those two ladies who had the conversation with me about the bras. And I remember Madeleine telling me, because when we went into Zwide, they said to us, it's dangerous, you need a police escort. And later on, when we were at Nkuthalo Primary, I had a conversation with Nwabisa, then I had a conversation with Madeleine, and Madeleine was telling me how she literally volunteers, as does Nwabisa and other ladies who were there. But you could see that there was a real effort being made by these volunteers to get the youngsters involved in sport. So thank you so much. Really appreciate what you've done for us this morning, and of course all the sponsors for making it possible. And hopefully we will see some more stars coming from Zwide and from Nkuthalo Primary School.